Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So, as we all know, that WWE is doing the biggest match of WrestleMania history. You know, obviously that's not the biggest, but if you think about it logically, like it is kind of big at the moment. It's the biggest wrestling match right now. Goldberg or not Goldberg, fucking Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania for both world titles. Logically, that is sort of actually true in terms of current situations. In terms of the modern day, that's you could say that's the biggest current modern day match because you're gonna combine the titles. But then you got fucking Smarks or fucking Dave Meltzer reported that, oh, but they're not gonna combine the titles really because they're gonna probably just separate the titles again. You could just say that Dave Meltzer's just saying stupid shit to make WWE look bad and just have the smarks to go on to hate on WWE thinking they're dumb. I don't think they're... Because, again, if they're... And this is what Wrestling Jesus said. If they're gonna have a title unification, if they're not gonna combine the titles, wouldn't it make sense they're not gonna call it unification match? They're said it's gonna be unification match, so it will be unification match. So, and we might just get one title, and the brand split might end. So, and again, honestly, I am all for the idea. Yes, the titles should combine. They should fucking unify the titles, the world titles. Why? Because there's really no need for this whole brand split bullshit. And honestly, we only need one world champion. The only reason, for people to say, oh, we need two titles. Like, why? Why do we need two world champions when literally it's the same show? First of all, again, it's not like there are two different companies. I understand the whole brand split idea, but let's be honest here. This brand split is not working. This brand split is a joke. It's literally this second brand split of WWE has been terrible. It was not good in 2016, as you fucking smarts were saying. It was not good at all. It's dumb, okay? And there's no need for a brand split. The brand split actually worked more better when it was back in 2002 to 2008 and whatever, and even before, and when they combined the titles towards 20, when they stopped freaking legit having a fucking legit brand split where before 2011 even, that brand split was more better, okay? It was legit more better, made more fucking sense, and that's when you needed, I guess, two world champions, and plus that was back then. There was more stars, Nowadays, you don't have legit stars, okay? And that's the problem, too. When you have two world champions, you're gonna make it seem like, oh, this jobber matters or whatever. For example, when this brand split started, you had fucking guys like Jinder Mahal become champion, who should never become world champion. Fucking Big E. You could say Drew McIntyre. I mean, the thing is with Drew McIntyre, though, he had potential, sir. Okay, sure. But, even fucking Seth Rollins or fucking Kofi Kingston especially. Guys like Kofi Kingston, Big E, and fucking Jinder Mahal. Those are examples of fucking guys who should not become world champions. Especially because they were jobbers, okay? And then you fucking have a brand split and you have two new titles, you're gonna have to try to pretend like, oh, some guy matters to become world champion. And that's a fucking joke. I'm sorry. And again, oh, but they deserve it. Why do they deserve it? For faking fights all these years, okay? No one fucking deserves anything. If you're the most entertaining guy, then you get the fucking title, okay? That's like saying fucking back in 2002, fucking Funaki deserved it because he was in the company for so long and he worked hard, okay? But yeah, so I am in all agreement that the title should combine, because there's no need for a brand split. It's fucking stupid, and freaking, it'll mean just jobbers getting pushed. And, come on, there's no need for two world champions, I'm sorry. It's not like there's any cool wrestlers to win the two titles, okay? It only works when you have to legit have a good fucking... And again, that's why it goes to the argument, why I do believe the brand split should end. So why I think the brand split should end? First of all, the only reason why they did the brand split was because when WWE did originally years ago, back in 2002, WWE was hot. WWE was freaking red hot. It was popular. It was done because WWE was popular, and there was a demand for WWE at the time where they can to have multiple tourings, right? And not just that, they literally recently back in '02, they combined their companies with WCW. They brought recently WCW, and they had so much talent that, and there was actually stars at the time. It made sense to have a brand split. Okay, that's when it made sense, because WWE was red hot. Nowadays, WWE's not red hot anymore, and they're not touring as much as they used to. They're only gonna do like Raw and SmackDowns and occasionally live shows in the weekend. So there's really not need for a different brand. Okay. So if anything, yes, they only gonna have Raw and SmackDown and like a live show on the weekend, maybe perhaps on a Saturday or Sunday, which is probably easier for wrestlers nowadays. And you could thank the pandemic for that, I guess. Like, that's what they're doing nowadays. Like, since the pandemic, the pandemic's still a thing, but it might end soon, because we have to have another thing to worry about now. They just want to make us scared. Again, that was the reason why the brand split started, because there was a demand for WWE shows, and it made sense touring wise, so that we could get a little bit of both. And plus, not just that, because by having two different brands and also they had WCW guys. It made no sense besides them fucking having jobbers when they did it in 2016. There was no need for a brand split back in 2016. Okay. Sure, it's cool having SmackDown back being live, and you should keep it live, obviously, and on Fridays, but you don't need a fucking brand split. You really don't, okay? Brand split, and nowadays, since they're releasing many jobbers, it's a good thing. They should fucking end the brand split, because really, there's not a lot of stars, and plus, let's be honest here, yeah, it's not just a lot of stars, it's also a fucking bunch of jobbers, so yeah. Fucking release more jobbers, because why should they fucking be given money for doing nothing and fucking just unentertaining people? And two, it actually, why not fucking have Raw and SmackDown be a continuation of each other, Have them be a continuation of each other, 4 weeks, Raw and SmackDown, then a pay-per-view? It's good. It worked back in 2001, and even the 2000s, 1999, 2000, 2001, why wouldn't it work today? Okay? And what makes them work is obviously good writing. Obviously, that's a problem nowadays in wrestling. Even when they ended the brand split, I guess back in what, 11, and then 12, and then what, after 2013, they combined the titles, and sure, SmackDown became just basically like Raw. But since now it's live, I do have hope that maybe it could try to be but what's hope is there in wrestling now? I just think that in general, there's no need for two titles. Obviously, it means a jobber winning the title. It makes no sense. And plus, at least hopefully both Raw and SmackDown could matter, as at least it'll be a win for both fucking for both parties, for both the USA Network and Fox, because at least they'll get fucking both. They'll both get the Lesnar. They'll both get fucking Goldberg. There's no limitations. They'll both get Reigns. They'll get stars. This should allow fucking stars to be on both shows. That way you could get Roman Reigns on fucking Raw instead of just SmackDown, and you could actually get some exciting matches going on. The roster fucking it's not limited. You'll actually have some legit, hopefully some storylines going on. I don't have faith in current WWE writing and shit like that, but at least the idea that'll be way better in my opinion. Just my opinion, honestly. And there's really no need for a fucking dumb brand split. So yes, I am all in agreement that they should combine the titles. Hopefully they bring back. I'm not saying bring back the Big Gold, but it would be nice if the Big Gold could be recognized as a legit WWE World Title. Instead of being a secondary title or whatever. But just have a good title. Hopefully it's a beautiful title, not some stupid title with a logo or some fucking title with colors and how the fucking side plates are just fucking interchangeable fucking plates. What happened to old school titles back in the day, man? I hate the titles nowadays, but I don't have faith in that, unfortunately. But at least it'll be one world champion, and I don't know. They probably keep the fucking the WWE title that Lesnar has. That's not most ideal, probably, but I would like it to obviously have a new title, a good looking title with gold and shit like that. But yeah, that's what I hope for. I just hope for good titles, man, and hopefully fucking good wrestling, good storylines, good characters and shit. Hopefully things get better after WrestleMania, because combine the fucking titles and the brand split. We don't need fucking two fucking women's titles. We don't need two world titles. We don't need fucking two tag titles. Okay. We don't need two of anything, okay? You could keep the U.S. title and the Intercontinental title. That's fine, I think, for the mid-card, sure. I don't mind that kind of deal. But, like, there's no need for a fucking brand split. And I honestly, yeah. I just think wrestling, it would probably be better as booking wise. And plus, it makes people happy. It will make fucking Fox happy and the USA Network happy. If, like, come on. Why would you just give Fox fucking Ronda or fucking, you know, if there's a demand for both, you know, Lesnar to be on both shows? Why not actually fucking please both and actually fucking, instead of them getting angry? Remember when they fucking got angry because SmackDown got a Hell in a Cell? Why not occasionally you actually do Hell in a Cells on both shows and that way they won't be angry? I'm not saying they should overuse the Hell in a Cell structure. Obviously use it when it makes sense, you know? And other fucking matches. Obviously, do fucking good, fucking exciting matches, you know, stipulations shit on both shows. That way everyone will be happy, too. Alright, that's all I have to say. Definitely end up brand split because it doesn't make no sense. If you have so much wrestlers, then release them. Good thing you're actually doing that lately. Because a lot of these guys, it just makes no sense for keeping them when they're not drawing any money, you know. Sure, but what about Bray Wyatt, Strowman, and Keith Lee, and Karrion Kross? With some sacrifice need be made, okay? I don't know. Like, you really think you're just gonna complain that they got ruined anyways? I don't know. It is what it is. Maybe they'll bring them back. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I have to say. And hopefully things get better. Probably won't because it's the world nowadays. Everything is getting worse, especially wrestling. So let's say people till next time. Peace. Yeah, bye.